Welcome back to the Artie Lange Show. Dr. Wendy Walsh is here. Casey Stern is here, our baseball expert. And Dr. Wendy giving us some disturbing stats during the commercial. How about this, Casey? Listen to this. 10% of babies born are not the father's kid.
Yeah, in hospitals.
They don't match the DNA of the doting daddy at bedside.
They don't match the DNA of the doting daddy.
And this is the big fear of men. That's why that's why the sexual double standard exists. Men are afraid that if a woman is promiscuous, they can't be sure who their offspring are.
Right.
So as much as feminists like to say that the sexual double standard has been completely erased, it's only been erased in the eyes of women, in the minds of women. Men, it's hardwired in men.
But with you, I'd be like, I mean, what defensive back kid am I raising? I mean, my God. What guy who can run a good high pick and roll am I raising?
And you know what's funny? When my first daughter was born, she's 15 now.
Right.
I don't know if you know, but mixed babies often come out very white, and their melanin comes in the first 6 months. Yeah,
okay.
and they also had really straight hair. The curls came later and everything. So she came out looking like a little Chinese baby. And on the video, you can hear her dad going, "She's going to darken up, right? She's going to get darker, right?" That's all he's saying to the nurse. She's going to get darker, right?
He wanted a darker kid, sure.
He wanted to make sure it was his.
Yeah.
You could guarantee him it was his?
It was his. I could guarantee. We were together 10 years. Yeah.
Casey, you didn't have that problem with your wife, right?
No, and it's funny. I mean, I haven't said this on this show, but my wife is pregnant. Is 3 months pregnant.
Congratulations!
You're
expecting my first. So I just
way to go, bud.
Thank you. I figure if it comes out and it looks like it's African American or Asian, I'll just hope that the family has a lot of money.
Yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. That's great. Well, go good. That's good news.
That's exciting.
Congrats. You're going to find out. You're going to find out what
the
sex it is?
Yeah, apparently like 2 more months. So we're, I want to find out at least with this first one.
So you're going to wait
for the surprise.
You're going to wait to find
We never waited.
You're gonna wait.
I waited for both.
Yeah, we didn't.
So you're going to wait?
No, I want to find out. Because I got to keep trying until I have a boy. So I want to find out whether or not we succeeded on this first try.
So you would stop at one? If it's a boy?
No, probably not. I want at least 2. But if I had 2 girls, I'd probably have a third just to take the third shot at.
You know what? Okay, I'm sorry, I misunderstood. You're going to find out the sex. You're going to wait. You're going to wait to find out the race.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna find out the gender.
Right.
I'm gonna wait to find out whether or not I'm the father.
The race. Yeah. Well, that's good. I mean, that gives your wife some more time.
Up the chance.
It gives your wife some more time to figure out an excuse.
Right.
No, well, that's great. Now, what are your predictions, Case? I know you're saying that
that the baby's mine.
If you could be serious for 1 second. So you say Cleveland is not gonna make it. Pittsburgh's in. What do you think? Is it going to be anybody trouncing anybody? Detroit? Is it finally the year of the Tiger?
You know what? I like the Tigers. I don't love the mojo heading in. I don't think you necessarily have to play well heading into the postseason. They really haven't. They were kind of mediocre a lot of the time this year. They didn't put away the Indians. They didn't put away the Royals. They were supposed to, waltz in and win 110 games and walk off with a 15 game victory in the division. It didn't work out that way. It was a lot closer. But they've got the best pitching. And in baseball, it's real simple. It comes down to if you have great starting pitching and the other team doesn't, you'll win in October. And I think when you look at Scherzer, Verlander, Anibal Sanchez, and Doug Fister, you've got probably the best group of 4 of any team going in. So I like the Tigers. I like the Red Sox. A lot of people are picking. They're kind of the sexy pick. A lot of people are picking them to win the World Series. They're a complete team. They've got the it factor with the hashtag Boston Strong and all that good stuff. Oakland, not to be slighted at all. They've got a shot. It's kind of wide open, really, in both leagues. The Dodgers, for 50 games, they had the best stretch since 1947, and the 40 after that, they look like a 500 team. They were actually 12-16 their last 28 games. So, I think it's one of these crapshoot kind of deals where maybe it ends up A's Pirates or something crazy.
That'd be great.
It would be crazy. I don't know if it would be great for the networks, but it would be great. But my guess, if I had to guess, I'd probably say if you're going on paper, you got to look at Detroit and L.A., Tigers and Dodgers in the World Series.
Now, Wendy, would you date a guy named Doug Fister?
I'm sure. Well, it depends. Is he smart?
What if that was
really tall.
what if that was
Real tall.
what if that was
Real
a
tall.
what if that was a nickname?
Yeah, I don't choose people based on their names.
Well,
Do you actually choose people based on their names?
Sure, I do.
What? They have to be named Brittany or Tiffany?
No,
or
of course not. I don't.
Gypsy?
Well, I try to stay away from Ed or Gabe. No, you know what I mean. If Fister were a nickname, like, hey, they call him Fister.
Is there a double meaning there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Would you like that?
yeah, it could be fine.
Okay.
I don't know.
Do you explore sexual stuff? Like,
No,
you seem
I'm
to
a
be very
single
open.
mother. I'm
Yeah,
busy
but
with
in
my
the old
kids.
days.
In the old days, you're asking me to go back 30 years and remember stuff.
Yeah, right.
There were no fists involved. I would just say that.
Really?
None.
Okay.
Okay.
I would think so with the Black Panther thing. Never.
No. There are no fists involved.
I would love to see that. There's no video of you from the 80s, right?
No,
Right.
I hope. Oh God, I hope not.
Did that happen ever? Did you ever videotape?
Did you ever?
No, I can't work this stuff. Not on purpose. Not unless LA County Jail has videotape. No.
Yeah.
No, of course not. I mean, you're not that.
No, not that
So you're not. You don't. But you're sort of like a sexual doctor or a relationship doctor.
I specialize in human attachment. So
Right.
my PhD is in clinical psychology, and I care about the psychology of relationships. But sex is obviously wrought with all kinds of psychological
That's crazy.
themes. There's a
crazy.
lot going on
Yeah,
in people's
yeah.
sex life psychologically.
Casey, what about you? Now you're just pretty straightforward in the bedroom, right?
Well, I mean, as opposed to, I wouldn't say straightforward. I mean, you mean boring? I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah, wait a sec. Do you even know the difference, Artie, between vanilla sex or something a little more exciting?
Well, clearly you know the difference between vanilla.
I don't think I do.
Well, what does that
What
mean?
is
Yeah,
the
what does that
difference?
mean?
Well, vanilla sex doesn't involve any toys, other people, animals, or strange positions and props.
yeah, no animal.
What's a strange?
Well, that's what I mean. Vanilla. Then I guess I'm into vanilla sex. I don't want to know animals.
What is a strange
No, but if you
position?
take the We Vibe 4 home tonight, technically you will leave the world of vanilla
no,
sex.
There you go.
I'm all for using that.
Okay,
Sure, I'm
yeah.
fine with that.
Props, role
What's a
playing.
strange position? What? How do
I
you
don't know.
determine
Let's think
what
about
that
it.
is?
What would be a strange position?
I don't know.
What's the strangest one you've ever done?
I
Oh,
I
come
don't
on.
know.
Well, I'm not a contortionist. I don't know. I mean, there's stuff I'd like to try.
How
that
about
is-
location? Do you like taking risks of being caught? Some people can really get off on that.
Yeah, a lot of times I'll be hoping my fiance doesn't wake up.
That's a big risk, huh?
That is. I'll go, whoa, I hope, don't wake up. Don't wake up. Let me finish.
That's actually a good tip for long-term married couples is just change locations. Like
Really?
it shouldn't,
Now,
sex
what? Now,
shouldn't
what's
take
the craziest
place.
place you ever had sex?
Me? Oh God, it's so long ago. I don't even know. What's the craziest place you've had sex? Come on, John. You had 3
No,
kids.
nowhere crazy.
I know,
don't
nowhere
think.
crazy.
Just-
Cars, closets, bathrooms, bedrooms.
Right.
Like, is there
Yeah.
any place that's? Do you remember a couple years ago we had this video on CNN about these people at USC who had sex on the rooftop with a whole dorm looking down on them?
Oh,
remember
wow.
that video?
Well,
It's on the
yeah, yeah.
It's on the.
I'm all for
it's
that
on the
if
internet
it's
there.
good-looking people doing it. I'm fine with that. But if it's ugly people,
Have you ever been to one of those nude beaches with the Europeans? Where you're just like,
Yes.
wow,
Yes, I
this
have
does
that.
not look like Desperate Housewives.
yeah,
This
yeah.
is
No,
something
in
else.
Europe, I was in Cologne. I was in Cologne, Germany once. I was going up and down the Rhine River on this tour boat thing they had, and there are people sunbathing nude who should not
Yeah.
be nude.
I went
I
to-
mean, enormously
I
fat,
accidentally-
disgusting people.
I accidentally took my kids to a nude resort in the Canary Islands.
Accidentally,
Yes.
whatever. I mean,
I was living in Italy, and I didn't speak Italian, and it was cold.
Why are you living in Italy?
Oh, because I went there to write my dissertation and take some cooking classes, etc. So I went into a travel agent and I pointed to the pictures, like, yeah, I want to go there, and what's the price? And she wrote down the price. I figured it out, so we booked it, and we get down to this resort, and the beaches are 100% nude, but they were filled with like middle-aged, middleweight Germans.
But these German guys I saw were fat, enormous.
Well, you couldn't see any penises, so it was okay for my kids, right?
These guys were like, no, honestly, they had like big steins of beer and like waving to you, hello. Terrible. Casey, have you ever been to a nude beach?
And not to one with hairy, fat Europeans.
No, really. So you've been to
I
one?
haven't. You know what? I've been to beaches like in the Caribbean where there have been topless women, but not to like.
But in the
beach.
Caribbean, people are beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful
Yeah,
Americans.
well, most of them are. Not all of them are. I mean, let's not generalize. I've seen some ugly Caribbean people.
It's the Americans that go there. If you're going to go to a nude beach in the Caribbean, you're
Right.
probably not going to
Well, we're not always going to see.
your blubber.
It's not always going to be 1987. It's going to be you and Ronnie Lott running around. It's going to be some.
Ronnie Lott.
Yeah, well, she had sex with Ronnie Lott.
No, I had a relationship with him. He was my boyfriend
Well,
for
you
a
had
short
sex-
period
you had
of
sex
time.
with him.
I know I had sex with him, but that's what you do with a boyfriend.
Was that before or after he cut his finger off?
It was after. And what's really interesting is our first few dates, he hid it from me. I didn't know.
Oh,
I was
really?
right off the boat from Canada, so I didn't hear the big story.
Where did he hide his finger?
I mean, he just kept it under the table. I don't
Really?
know. Like, he didn't tell me.
Wow.
He was kind of embarrassed. He was young and he didn't
Embarrassed by
know.
it.
So
yeah.
would he
And then
hide it?
one time
he
he
would just
said,
hide it under.
I have to
there's no
tell
other-
you something. And I thought he was going to tell me something awful. He said I
Yeah.
was injured playing once. And I'm like, oh, shit. It's not going to work.
can't do that.
He broke it, right? I really didn't know what he was going to tell me that was going to be so... And I literally was like, that's it? By the time
Right.
he told you, so it didn't
Did
matter.
he ever store the finger anywhere else?
No.
Did
Well, I
he
don't
keep
know,
the
maybe-
finger?
No, I don't think so.
I don't know.
Don't hospitals keep it or put it in
I don't know.
jar? I don't know.
I thought they did it like right there. I thought it
Yeah,
was
I
a decision
think
like
it
during
was
a game.
during a game.
His
They had
finger
to-
was so mangled. They said you can either
Right.
we can either cut
Yeah,
it off and
yeah.
you can play, or
Yeah.
you will have to do surgery and you'll be out for the rest of the season. So they
Right.
said just cut it off. That's
Yeah,
what I
imagine being on that much adrenaline. That you
Or
could just,
painkillers?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
But
I'm
you,
sure
but
they
you can
shoot,
make
yeah.
that decision at that moment.
Right.
That
But
guy
that's
said,
the point.
It's
like,
a
he
metaphor
was
for
so
the hunt.
intense
Yes.
and
Yeah, he was
so
intense.
just amazing.
Yeah.
Casey, do you believe that story?
Do I believe that he had his finger ripped off on the field?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, I don't believe it.
No, I think it was in the locker room.
Yeah, no, I don't buy that.
Or the
I believe that
sideline.
he got the injury on the field, and
Yeah.
because of it, it had to have the surgery. But I don't think it happened. I don't think it was like when Rocky went in the back and said, "Cut me, Mick," and then no, I don't.
No, I think he
I
did.
know,
I think he did. I think he
that's
did.
what he
Just say,
told me.
cut it off.
I'm with
Just
Casey. I
take
don't
it. I'm
believe
going back.
That's
out.
the story he
He
told
went
me.
back out and played like the second half.
Yeah.
With his finger gone.
Have
Yeah.
you ever told the story you didn't?
Oh,
true,
are you
or-
saying he lied to me? You saying men lie?
I'm saying-
I've never heard of
I'm
such a
saying
thing.
this-
You're the doctor. You're supposed to be teaching me.
Of course, men do lie, but I don't think he. I mean, it was a tender moment. He
was
was
it
being
really?
quite open
Okay,
and
fine.
honest. Yeah,
He's a legend.
He is
he
a
is a
legend.
legend.
Well, now even more so of a legend. In
Yeah.
my eyes, I mean, Dr. Wendy.
One of the greats.
Hey, he was one of the greats.
Yep.
And you were with him when he was a Raider.
No, he was a 49er.
A
He was a
49er in
49er,
88. That's
49er
right.
in 88.
Did you ever meet Montana?
He was in San Francisco,
Did you
and
ever
I was
meet
in
Joe
LA.
Montana?
I don't think so.
No.
I mean, maybe at some event in
He just
LA.
kept
You know,
that for-
LA is just parties.
Well, he probably just took his wife to meet him. Because, he was married throughout that time, of course.
Not when I was with him. He wasn't married. It was after.
Wendy, I hate to break it to you.
No, he was not
We're
married.
fans of the 49. We know.
I stayed at his house.
Yeah, well, okay. Well, they have houses. They have.
No.
Yeah, okay.
Are you trying to tell me that
Well, I'm
I
saying
was
they
his
have-
mistress and I didn't know it?
Yes.
No, I promise you, no.
They have what they call, on the
He
side
was
houses.
single. He had a son from a college girlfriend.
Right.
But they weren't married and they weren't together.
How old was the son?
Well, does he play in the NFL now or did?
He does.
Yeah, he does. See, I don't follow this. I was really excited because I was at a party recently and I ran into Pamela. Oh, God. She played in the WNBA and her son plays for the Denver Nuggets now.
Really?
He's the first WNBA player to give birth to an NBA player. It's kind of
Nice.
cool, huh?
That's
Nice.
unreal.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Jeez.
What was your question about
No,
him?
the question was, were you a good stepmom to the son?
No, I'd never met him, actually. He was with his mom.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, I don't know. I question this entire situation.
You think he was married?
I don't know. I remember him being married. In the
Why
80s.
don't you call him up and find out? In
We don't know.
88,
Do you
I
have
think
his
he was
number?
single.
We'll call him right
No,
now.
I don't.
We have
could
Sally's
Google
number.
him.
We have John Sally's number.
He's not answering.
Oh, we tried him. Yeah.
What
we
coast is he on?
We tried him.
Oh, you did? What coast is he on?
I don't know.
The cell phone number you have?
Would he remember you?
I'm sure he would.
Well,
Come
maybe
on.
you wouldn't. How long did you date for?
It was a very brief moment of time.
Think he remembers every blonde he banged in the 80s? I mean, come on.
I couldn't even remember his last name until you guys said
That's
it.
right. So what are the chances he remembers you?
Well, because it's me.
It's a little presumptuous. No, but he probably does. You're very sweet. He probably does.
Who knows?
Well, all right, Kay, so give us a quick prediction on the, what are you talking about, baseball or the baseball thing?
He's talking about balls, some kind of balls. I know that.
I'm just glad we made it 10 minutes without Clara Rivera. I'm still scarred from the last time I had to pull some serious bribery just to keep employment.
No, come on, everybody.
No, I'm just kidding.
You have a good sense of humor.
I'm just kidding. I'm just trying to wonder if I'm still straightforward because I don't like animals during sex.
You're so vanilla.
You're very vanilla. You're very vanilla. Next time, why don't you
fine.
introduce
I'll
a... Why don't you
vanilla and away from the zoo.
Next time...
Anyway, don't use animals. PETA will be all over you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's the main reason you
They
shouldn't
don't
do
have
it.
the power.
If I don't have a cow in the bed, it'll be only because I'm really worried about the rights.
Introduce a badger. How about a nice badger?
Right. I think it'll be a fun playoff. I think tomorrow you'll get Rays over Cleveland, I would expect. And then the series begin the next couple of days after that. You get Kershaw against Medlin, the Dodgers, and the Braves. The Cardinals now play the Pirates. It'll be A.J. Burnett, former Yankee, against Adam Wainwright in that series. The A's and the Tigers get together. Bartolo Colon, former Yankee and steroid user, will be on the mound in Game 1 of that series. So there'll be plenty to break down along the way, but it should be fun. Just getting started day one of the postseason. October is always great.
It is fun. It is fun. Well, he'll be on throughout talking about it. Will Casey Stern. I'll have to say this to everyone listening, especially you, Doctor. You might want to do this before you have sex with another player.
I'm too old.
You want to go to... No, they love you. Dollar Shave Club. Listen, for a couple bucks a month, dollarshaveclub.com delivers amazing quality razors right to your door. Not only does it shave you, and
Do they shave you?
Shave you and save you.
They shaved Artie yesterday.
Wow.
Look at this. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You look good.
Saves you a ton of cash, and it stops you from going to the drugstore for a pack of blades and dealing with those sick people there. I'm telling you, call me insensitive. I don't like doing that. But for just a couple of bucks a month, amazing quality razor blades are delivered right to your door. Everybody here is getting their Dollar Shave Club blades, and you should too. I had some, and then John stole mine. But that's how great they are. And you should get right here, Dr. Carver's Shave Butter. I use this, and you don't get irritated at all. It's unbelievable. Say you've had an NFL finger somewhere you don't want it. You can easily extract it. I'm just kidding. Listen, treat your wallet right and avoid the drugstore with all those sick people inside. Join dollarshaveclub.com. It's a lifesaver. dollarshaveclub.com. Casey, thanks so much for joining us, and join us throughout October if you can.
Always a pleasure, guys. And Wendy, nice meeting you.
Congratulations on the baby.
Thank you very much. I could possibly be scarred from this conversation, but I took notes the whole time, so I'll go back and read them after.
That's right. Let's hope you're not in the 10% who don't know who the baby's raised.
No problem. Got to go out and get a giraffe, guys.
We love you.
Right.
We love you. And, Doctor, you can stay if you want or hang.
I got to go to bed.
Okay.
Soon.
All
I'm
right.
tired.
Well, clearly. WeVibe4.com. WeVibe4.com. It's Dr. Wendy Walsh. This is the person you should be listening to on all levels. And we thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
Okay.
And I'd love to come back again. I'll call
again.
you on the phone and just watch my blogs at, drwendywalsh.com. And
drwendywalsh.com.
Some topics interest you, I'll be back with it.
Right, WeVibe4.com. Mike, any parting thoughts for the doctor?
Wendy, it was great to meet you. I've listened to you, loved listening to you talk. It was so nice to meet you as well.
Thank you. Good to meet you too, Mike. And you give my best to your mom.
Thank you.
Now, what are the chances that Mike is the same race as his father?
100% probably.
100%.
Yeah. He's a fat guy.
The fat race.
I know that ethnicity.
Dr. Wendy Walsh. You can't beat her. The Artie Lange Show. Back with the Bello.
The Artie Lange Show. Weeknights on Audience. Only on DirecTV.